Yeah, back again. Episode 14, 3 for 3.
Welcome to the 3 for 3 podcast.
Yeah.
The only scorekeeping podcast that used our trade veto at the deadline.
Love it.
We're not going to Houston.
Love it.
Nobody's trading 7 second rounders for us.
Need a buyout.
Take that, John Wall. Enjoy yourself.
Just
Gonna need a buyout.
what's the guy on how high? I just need money. I need money.
I'm the scorekeeping
Meth
moderator,
mess.
Paul Nelson. I'm joined by Coach Frank LaFada, Podfather Alex Gullett.
What it do?
Today is all about the NBA trade
What it
deadline.
do?
And we are going to draft baseball movies. That's right.
Let's do it.
Pitchers and catchers report.
Let's do
Monday,
it.
February 13th. Spring training right around the corner. Let's get into it, boys.
National holiday?
I wish.
No.
I
Should
wish.
be.
Should be.
No.
America's pastime.
No.
Anything that gets me a day off of school, I'm down.
Everything's a national holiday.
Bill Russell movie came out. Saw it on Netflix.
What'd you think?
Didn't watch it.
You said I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah, I scrolled
You
through it.
saw
Saw
that
the
it was
title.
on.
You can't say.
Let me tell you.
You said I saw it on Netflix. Confused us. How
I
was it? I didn't watch it.
I saw the
I just
title.
saw it.
Initial review. It's amazing.
Is it good?
It's amazing.
Is it worth the time?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
As,
Let me tell you, I saw a thing on Twitter about it, and
as
that's all I've done.
I'm
as a-
gonna watch it.
As a Celtic fan, loved it. As a history teacher and somebody who thinks that history should be looked at, studied, so we are not doomed to repeat mistakes, loved it even more.
Love that. Love that. I'm gonna watch it.
We are going to talk some trade deadline grades.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing.
Are you good?
I'm good. It was a rough trade deadline.
Yeah, it was crazy trade
I
day.
was trying to keep up with everything and write everything down, and I was going through it.
Coach,
I
you
was,
good?
I was going through it.
Yeah,
You good?
I'm always good, baby.
I
I
thought-
know you're good.
I
I
thought
know
you-
you're busy, Coach.
I'm always busy.
I know you're busy. You may be the busiest man I know.
It's pretty crazy.
I thought you were going to be really excited since LeBron's got the record.
LeBron does have the record.
He
And
does.
I'm excited, but like
You want to take 2 minutes? I won't.
2 minutes. I might take like 20 seconds. I don't need 2 minutes. Because honestly, 20 years of scoring,
I wouldn't either.
I mean, you don't need 20 years of scoring is not, I mean, like it's 20 years of scoring. You know how many points I've watched him shoot? You know, well, I will say the most,
38,380.
he's shot way more than that. I watched the playoffs. So the point to it is watching everything. We're going to miss him. I'm going to miss the crap out of LeBron. I don't know.
Don't put us in that.
There's no way you can't miss him. There's no way that it'll be. I will say this. I guarantee the LeBron leaving the NBA, gravity of LeBron leaving will be the same gravity of when Michael Jordan left. Like you feel like there's a hole.
Well, Michael Jordan left twice,
Yeah, I was going to say which time.
I know, right?
and then he retired the last time, the third time. So
Trust me. But my point is when he left after the 6th championship, there was just a complete, like a black hole. It was a gravity needing somebody to fill it, and I believe that the NBA is going to feel the same way because they take for granted 30 points a game
what did you think of the
every single
ceremony,
game.
Coach?
What I think of the ceremony?
Yeah, I mean, Lakers are losing. LeBron goes out. He celebrates. His hands are high. At that point, win-loss didn't matter, it seemed like. AD sits through LeBron's bucket.
He was mad they were losing.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him have it. They've been so close together throughout this whole journey. I don't think that anything can rift them that way. At the beginning of the game, he looks at AD and says, "I just want to let you know I love you." I mean, like I can't believe that there's a big rift there. If there is, it will show. But I'm gonna trust the history of them
or
too.
rift.
Riff, like
a
riff,
guitar
rat,
riff?
street rat.
So if we were keeping points on Aladdin references, he'd be up.
I won, yes. But no, I believe that
Abu?
we're gonna miss him. I think the ceremony was nice. It was a nice ceremony. It was worthy.
What'd you think? What'd you think about what he said about his starting five? You're big on family. I think we're all big on family.
Yeah.
We all love our family. But
hate my family.
no, I mean,
sad.
but you know, in the world today, a lot of people don't prioritize family, and I think that the three of us try to prioritize family the best that we can.
I think the world does. I think you're underestimating the world.
Oh Jesus!
Just saying.
You are a LeBron fan, so okay. So
Yeah.
I didn't.
I mean, I think it was on par with his brand.
what did you think to our the best moderator that I know?
First of all, I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get to know some other moderators and not just me.
I have
But-
no interest in that.
Okay,
I'm good with you.
We'll take that. Thank
One
you.
and done, bro.
We are family. I didn't like the stoppage of the game, but I can get over that. It is passing history. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like, hey, let's wait and break the game down. What I did notice, because I'm not gonna say anything negative about LeBron. I'm not. It's all praise to LeBron James. He did so well with his career and everything. He deserved that spotlight. What irritates me is that the Lakers lost the game. If you looked at body language, and I'm not a body language expert, but again, I do some analysis in the recliner. So
you do. You remind us of that.
Russ Westbrook was the only player not to wear a warm-up.
He was on sabotage.
He was kind of standing off to the side.
He had a great
He
game.
looked
stat-wise.
so.
Stats are so misleading. Keep going.
OKC, while the ceremony was going up, it was hilarious because you saw them like running layup lines.
Yeah,
like
they
they were staying warm, and you go, hey Darvin, why don't you tell the guys like, hey fellas, stay loose, stay warm. The other thing I noticed, and this is just me being a hater, and that's fine because I'm not a big Russ fan. LeBron had 20 shots, right? 38 points on 20 shots.
Yeah,
Russ had 19 shots.
he did.
In a game,
sabotage.
in a game that was clearly
A LeBron game.
about, hey, he's getting the record tonight. Chill out.
At home.
That was just. I thought that summed up Russ's entire career
It's crazy.
in one game.
And I'm not gonna. So here's what my take from that whole thing. I thought it was okay. I don't wholeheartedly agree with the stoppage, although I think there needed to be acknowledgement, right? So I'm okay with the stoppage. I thought they really did not they didn't do Kareem Abdul-Jabbar justice during that ceremony. And I know it was about LeBron, but just him handing the ball the way he did, like I was hoping LeBron would go, and I was really hoping that him being a student of the game and loving the history of basketball the way he says he does, that the first person he would have went and found was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And I'm not knocking LeBron for not, because family's super important. I don't think he did the wrong thing, if I could say it like that, but I don't think he did the right thing either when it comes to paying homage to those that came before you.
It's very uncharacteristic of LeBron.
Yeah, it was different, right?
You would have expected him to go, Cap, thank you for everything you've done.
None of that.
I think
I'll have none of that.
I think LeBron would.
You don't think so?
No, I have none of that. I can't think of a major time when a person broke the record and the first person they sought out was the person they broke the record
Yeah,
with.
but I mean, a lot of times.
I think of the times when it's happened. I've never seen it. They go celebrate with teammates. They acknowledge the fans. Then they go. To
How
the
many
person.
records of
That's
this?
how. I remember every breakdown's the same way.
How many records?
You can't hold
of
a guy to a
this
standard that's never been.
importance- How many records of this importance
Mark
have you
McGuire
seen?
breaking. What's his name? Roger Maris's record.
Was Roger Maris at the game?
Yes,
I think
his family was. He was dead.
yeah. I think Barry Bonds
And he
with
was
Hank Aaron
a
was.
friend
Yeah.
of
The family.
the family. Like they were.
they're-
They were very close.
Maris is from St.
He-
Louis, right?
Fans celebrate teammates, went
Yeah.
right to the third.
I remember the
he did
moment.
the same exact thing. Every time I think of a huge situation like that,
I guess-
Steph Curry, did he just walk up to Ray Allen? No, He
But that's a
celebrated.
different kind of record.
It's a big record. Name one that happened like that. Then, since you want to hold a standard high,
No,
that's never
I
been
think the
proven.
biggest record like that I've ever seen in my lifetime being broken was probably before this, probably that home run record.
Yeah, I think
maybe the yardage record as a quarterback. But I think it's been passed
Did
so
he
many
throw
times.
it, stop,
like-
and just go thank the guy?
No, they didn't stop the game for it though. You know what I
NFL's
mean?
different,
Like
though.
it's way different, right? I think Emmitt Smith breaking the rushing record was pretty big when that happened in Arizona. He was a Cardinal at the time, right? And so, but this one seemed different. And from my perspective, the way that I look at LeBron James and the way he talks about the history of the game, I just foresaw
Never happened before.
something. No, and I'm not saying it did.
He would have had to do
You're
something.
arguing-
You're saying I thought he would have been better for something that's never happened.
It doesn't.
Like, it's an
but he's
impossible
setting
take.
a precedent.
No, that's the Michael Jordan effect of
It's
moving
not.
the
I'm
field
not
goal
knocking
post
him.
because you don't
I
want him to
already
be that
said
guy.
I don't think he did the wrong thing, but I don't think he did the right thing either. I think
Again, backhanded compliment.
it's
a
not. It's
diss.
not.
I semi agree. I see where both of you guys are saying.
never happened.
I don't think. Yeah, of course. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right?
Yes.
He could have said, "I wanted to do this," but I think you could
he
tell
wanted to
this
do it.
was an absolute real moment for him.
It was so staged.
I thought it would have been scripted a little bit better, but when the first thing he says is the F word as soon as he gets on the mic.
Yeah.
Like, and you go, whoa, that's kind of not LeBron James either. So I think you cannot put 22 years of your life into training for this and not have the emotions overwhelm you. And I think that's what happened.
But I think it
is uncharacteristic, though.
You know, like the week.
I mean, for LeBron, who's he understands. He's very calculated in.
He's very
what I'm going to say, what I'm not going to say, what I'm going to release to the press. So I think this was very much a real moment for LeBron.
But I think it was even calculated leading up to it, because 2 days before he breaks the record, he's having an interview and he says, I think I'm the greatest ever. Like, I think there's that moment where
he said that a lot, though. He said that for 15
times. But to lead up to this moment, like, I think it's bigger than that. Anyways, congratulations to LeBron. I'm not knocking him. I mean, number 2 best player ever in the NBA. No. I think it's great.
That's my other takeaway that I really didn't get to, is that it's the media and everybody. They're crowning him the GOAT. There's only now. It went from 80% of the media saying it was Michael Jordan and 20% everybody wants to pick apart and call him haters. Now to it's like 60-40 and social media. Paul, I think your evolution is happening better and faster than you said it was going to. The younger is getting more and more control of their voices, and they're starting to roll over. I saw on a Twitter feed on Twitter 45,000 votes, and 78% of them said LeBron James over Michael Jordan.
Generational.
I'm not telling you it. I'm just telling you what I saw.
I don't understand. All right, so I don't.
It doesn't make it fact.
I don't understand that, though. I don't understand how. Is LeBron a different player now that he has the record?
No.
To me, I don't think so. I think some of us are going to be on the right side of history that said he passed Jordan a little while ago. Now, Podfather, I understand that that's not you. You're dug into the sand. That's fine. That's good. It makes for great conversation between us. But I think for any idiot who's out there that says, like, oh, he passed Kareem. Okay, yeah, now he's the best. You go, did you just not watch basketball or something?
Right.
Because I don't understand that at all.
And I think my argument, I'm not going to, let's not do this, but Michael Jordan accomplished in 6 years.
Been doing this for 10 minutes.
More trophies, championships, MVPs, and finals MVPs than LeBron did in 20 years.
Yeah, I heard Chris Broussard say that as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a real thing. He said it, but it's real.
Yeah,
and so I don't know. Listen, to each their own. You guys think LeBron's
like saying,
the GOAT. I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Let us know who you think's the GOAT. Congratulations, LeBron.
You don't just get talking on the conversation.
That's just like you saying that, and Chris Broussard saying that is just like me saying, well, you know what? Jordan couldn't cut it for 20 years. He had to get out.
Is it really different than what he says about Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
No, because you say, hey,
there's a lot of script left to be written there.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight, blah, blah, blah. No, you said if he wins this championship, you have to put him in the GOAT conversation. We got it on record.
He's in the driver's seat, going down GOAT Street. Yes, that's what I said.
I think if he was saying, hey, this makes Patrick Mahomes better than Tom Brady, it'd be more similar.
Anywhere near. It does not make him anywhere near. He's not in the Joe Montana situation yet.
I'm not up to arguing Michael Jordan over LeBron tonight. But
well, you'll never be able to again.
That's so stupid.
We did, but one thing that's for sure is the team that was on the court during that game is completely different now.
Jeez.
So let's get into some trade grades. Now we're gonna run through the first ones very quick.
Let's do it.
This is an A through F grade. The first one I have is Portland gets Matisse Thybulle. I had him a C. Great, awesome. I mean, you made your own problem by dealing Josh Hart.
Correct.
So, what do you guys have?
I had a B+. I think they needed somebody defensive on perimeter. So I had B+.
Yeah, I like B+ just because I like Thybulle itself.
You guys are
like if the Lakers got Thybulle, I would be like,
okay.
Nah, I'm not a B+ on everything.
If he would have went to the Lakers, that'd have been an A move. Because that's what they need.
They need shooting.
He moved. Okay.
They got shooting. I'm saying if he was an add-on at the end, I would have put that like.
We'll go to the Lakers.
Rob put a cherry on top of it.
Yeah.
Sixers get Jalen McDaniels.
Indifferent.
I had a C just like Thybulle.
I had a C.
Fits into a rotation.
C-.
Okay. Celtics, Mike Muscala. First of all, Frank's going to grade this an F. He doesn't like Mike Muscala. I think Alex is going to say the same thing. I said it's a C.
I'm going to give it. I had it at a D+.
It's a backup shooter. He is insurance for Al Horford and Robert Williams.
I'm not giving it an F. I'm giving it a D plus.
I'm gonna give F minus. I'm gonna give it an F
I added
minus.
a D plus. I think the shooting's
good
going to
for
be
you.
great.
You hate Mike Muscala.
I think if
just love
Jalen
it.
Brown could dribble and then pass, but that's chewing gum and walking at the same time. So I don't expect him to do that. But Muscala's a great spot up 3-point shooter.
It's like taking.
He's
Chris,
a great spot up regular season 3-point shooter.
Correct.
And when the lights are bright,
We'll
he's
see.
not.
We'll see.
It's like stealing Chris Broussard's take and punting it off. Oh, yeah, it's your own.
Who did that?
Yeah, I
About
wonder
5
who.
minutes ago.
No,
Godfather.
it's the absolute truth.
Yeah, truth.
Absolute truth.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Truth. You can repeat facts.
Milwaukee.
We read history books all day long.
Yeah, and history books change over every time. So
facts?
don't start with me on that
Facts never change.
one. Facts do change.
Facts don't
Well,
change.
whenever we get more information, new opinions, new
Facts
facts
change.
do
No,
change.
those are opinions.
No,
New
they're not.
stats, new facts.
You just
Those are-
talked about.
those are
You just
opinions.
talked about history books never change it. They change all the
They
time.
literally change every time somebody rewrites one.
Well, when
Change
people like to delete
all the
history
time.
and not talk about certain things and do this, we're not getting that
The
conversation.
Earth was flat for
Which is-
1,500 years, and then somebody said
That was never a fact.
That was a fact. That was a fact
It
to
was
everybody
never-
in the
It can't
1500s.
be a fact unless it's true. That's a wrong opinion.
No,
Yes.
it was.
It's not
it was
an opinion. It was a scientifically
fact
proven
back
thing.
then.
It
To
was
them.
not.
It was a
But they
fact
didn't
to
have
them
the
because
facts.
that was,
Jesus,
they
guys.
didn't have the information.
Guys, there was a
Could you
point-
look up the Webster
There was a
Dictionary
Listen, you-
definition of fact?
Okay, I don't want to get into the history lessons, but that's why Christopher Columbus.
Christopher
was-
Columbus.
That's
the
why his
cousin of
travel on the
Christopher.
boat was so impressive because they thought he was going to fall off the earth.
thought he was trying to go to India. You keep talking about facts
And-
like,
Hey,
hey,
yeah.
you're wrong when it comes to history. That's all I'm telling you.
It's not wrong.
That
You,
was a
you are
bad,
wrong
bad
when
take.
you said
It's not a
the
bad
history
take.
That's
books
like
had these
saying
facts.
nobody landed on the
fact
moon.
has to be truthful.
They
It
don't
was
know
true.
it's truthful at the time.
It
At the
was
time,
true.
it is their
It was
truth.
taught.
Just
It
like
was
so,
taught.
your
Please.
facts. Wait a second. Your facts
Okay.
right now can be opinions because they are not facts.
No.
If later they get disproven, your facts now become opinions.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
So listen, I was walking through Walmart one day, and I heard a mother tell their child, talking to both children, they were arguing over something, and she told the one child, she was like, "That is their truth. You can't be mad at their truth." And the whole time I'm walking by, and I'm going, "You don't get to have your own truth.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
Yes, you do.
No, truth is one. Truth is one thing.
That's
let
your
me break
truth.
that. Let me break it down
That's
right now
your
for you.
truth.
No,
Let me break
that's
it down for you.
that's
If you are colorblind, that wall is not that color. It's a fact. That's the color they see. His truth is.
All right, move on. Let's get
His
some
truth
grades.
is that red is orange.
I don't want to talk about this.
There you
'cause
go.
we're gonna
It's- you know why you don't want to talk about it? Just like the Jordan debate, you're wrong. Let's move on now.
2023.
Let's move on
It's
now.
not 2023, buddy.
No, it's the year of
We've been
LeBron.
talking about
It's
this for
23.
1,700
Jeez.
years.
I thought so much more of you guys.
That's-
All right, let's go. Opinions change. New information, opinions change. Not facts. Opinions.
Facts can change.
Let's go.
Milwaukee gets Jay Crowder.
Love it.
I had a B. That's solid.
I had a B plus.
C.
Milwaukee finally gets a tough guy.
See,
Yeah,
I think
love it.
I think it's a good. I don't. It moves the needle that much, and they gave up 47,000 second round picks.
Second round
Love
picks
it.
traded like I don't
Second
know,
rounders were going out like Oprah gives away stuff.
mean, like-
you get one, you get one, you
I
get
know,
one.
it was a lot.
Are
It was
second rounders the new
Milwaukee.
cryptocurrency?
Second rounders are flying.
Sam Hinkie
I think
was
I
ahead of
texted
his
the Goose
time.
Trap. I texted you, and I was like,
Goose Trap?
I didn't realize second rounders were such a hot commodity.
Yeah.
Like,
Hinkie's pissed right now. He's sitting at home
Bro.
going, "Man, I said this 7 years ago."
bro,
Clippers get Bones Highland.
love it.
It's a solid B. Again, it's a lottery ticket on disgruntled young talent.
I had a B.
I gave it a C. Why?
So you don't like Bones?
I hate the Clippers.
Clippers. This is
Okay. All right.
And I honestly think they gave up Reggie Jackson. So I mean, like you gave up a lot.
Did they?
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
We'll
I
see.
think Reggie Jackson was an integral part of that team. Their playoff run with Paul George when Kawhi Leonard was out, Reggie Jackson made that happen. And
We'll
just to
see.
sleep on it like that,
I like it.
You can't
See you, Reggie.
plan that then. Listen, but the only thing I have about that one is if you can't get along with Jokic in Denver, the guy who passes to everybody, there might be something wrong with you.
then on the other end of that, though, they're now recruiting Russ. So I mean, like, what are we doing?
Jokic
How many
is so
point guards do you want
overrated.
now?
Jokic is so overrated. But let's go.
He's the best center in the league. Fact.
No,
MVP say fact.
absolutely
Can't
not.
change that. Like history books. Pelicans get Josh Richardson.
Hate Josh Richardson. Not as a person, as a player.
You might hate him as a person. You got to get to
I don't
know
know him, but I mean, like, yeah.
So what's your grade?
He's a good shooter.
I think it's a D
I
plus.
had a D. Yep.
Yeah.
I had a D because he has no D.
Yeah.
Again, I'm on par. It's a C minus. I think he's a good shooter. I think he's going to help
He's
out.
not a good shooter.
Yeah, I don't know
okay.
where.
He's not a good shooter.
What do
Look it up.
Yeah, 35%. He's not a good shooter.
For the Lakers, he's the leading shooter on the team at that
yeah,
moment.
but he
That's
got-
why I'm saying he's an okay shooter.
He's on the Pelicans though. So again, he's fool's gold. I
don't
wouldn't want
like
to take. I wouldn't want to take minutes away from Herb or Trey.
Don't like it.
Yep. Clippers get Mason Plumlee.
A.
C, good bench stuff. He's going to back up Zubac.
See, I love him. He plays for the Clippers. I hate him.
It's exactly what they needed.
But at the same time,
Do you have any Clipper grades above a C?
no.
Okay.
C
They
for
could have got
Clipper.
Kyrie. And that might have been a D.
What did you give the Muscala grade?
I gave it an A. I think it was great for the Clippers. Depth in the front
The
court.
Muscala.
The Muscala grade.
Oh, the Muscala. Yeah, I think it was like. I think I gave him a B.
Okay. I'm just because
C?
you hate the Celtics, but you were unbiased,
I was very unbiased.
I
I,
like
think
that.
the shooting matters in Boston.
not unbiased.
I don't think it helps him at all.
Biased at all.
I mean, it helps.
I would have gave it an A if
It's a great-
Jalen Brown could dribble and pass.
It's a good bench player.
It's not a fact. Warriors get Gary Payton II back to the Warriors. That's a B. It's a great piece. It's
You
a piece
know-
they need.
I hate that they let him walk. They had to.
Yeah.
They let him walk,
I mean, gosh.
and then they gave up 5 second rounders to bring him back. But second rounders don't matter.
Yeah. Essentially,
keep it rolling.
Essentially, it's Wiseman's gone. Gary Payton's
Payton's
back.
back. Correct.
Right.
I give it a A minus.
Yeah.
I believe that there was a huge heart piece that was missing out of that team, and it just came back.
Josh Hart.
No, he never played for them, but okay.
Portland now heartless. Coming up next on the Herd.
Yeah,
Gary
love
Payton
it.
coming back provides a perimeter defense, which they needed. They needed some heart. They needed some hustle. They needed some.
Knows the system.
He already knows.
They needed.
Yeah.
They needed some dog.
He fits. He knows them. I think it works well. I gave it a C.
They needed some dog on the perimeter, and they just got it back.
They needed something after Steph goes down.
So they're the 2022 Golden State Warriors again.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah,
they
essentially they are.
Steph's hurt.
Minus
I'll wait till
Otto
he gets
Porter,
back.
which I still think, and I said it a month ago, that's the missing piece. That's
Yeah.
the person they're missing.
But JTA was provided big minutes for them too.
Nah, he sucks.
He's
Let's go.
Not your problem anymore, right?
No.
He's great now. He's out on the team.
Yeah, it's not on the team.
Russ might be the MVP right now.
Love it.
So the next trades I have, this one's kind of an amalgamation of everything. Clippers end up with Eric Gordon.
See,
Grizzlies end up with Kennard. Rockets get Wall and Green. So Clippers and Eric Gordon. You said C.
I gave it a B plus.
I gave it a B. I think it's
I think
him
it's a
going
solid
home.
move.
there was a potential to be a B, but he got traded out.
I think when you have the penetration of Paul George,
You don't even get a C plus.
if Kawhi stays healthy, Eric Gordon is going to get the easiest buckets he's had since Harden and Chris Paul were on Houston.
And he proved that he can't make them.
I love Eric Gordon as a piece.
He had a slump.
Oh, he's so hot, then he's cold. He's yes, then he's proven throughout the playoff history that he'll make 8 in a row and miss 12 in a row.
That's all right.
I don't think
He'll
he's-
win your game and he'll lose your
I
game.
don't think he's taking 20 shots on that team. But
No, me neither.
Grizzlies getting Luke Kennard.
I don't care.
You don't like the Grizzlies.
I hate the Grizzlies, and I'm so glad they didn't get better and everybody else around them did.
What grade?
I don't care. Not going to grade it.
I give
Incomplete.
Yeah,
it
it's
a
an
B
incomplete grade.
plus.
B
Good for you, bro.
You know why? I'll tell you why. Because I believe Luke Kennard was a nice piece for the Clippers, and he's leaving, and it makes him worse. So thank you for giving up somebody that I believe could have extremely helped you.
I think it's a B. He's Bane insurance. It's sad because Kennard was really coming on.
Yeah, I feel like
The
he was.
Clippers.
I feel like he was really good there.
Rockets get John Wall and Danny Green.
Jesus. Hey, listen, if you're John Wall and you woke up,
Is Danny Green getting
Yesterday.
They're already buying out Wall. They're already buying.
they
out.
have to buy out Wall.
Are they buying out Green?
So what? They couldn't get a buyout 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, now you're going to buy him out?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not paying him so much extra money.
I get it,
True.
but I'm just saying, like, if you're John Wall, like,
We don't want to pay you the
Jeez.
$4 million.
you know what I mean? Like, geez.
Are they buying out Green too?
They got to buy out Green.
I've-
I don't think Danny Green plays
I
anywhere.
mean, they didn't buy out Eric Gordon.
I haven't heard about it. One thing
What's
that,
Green's salary right now? Is he still at like 10 or 12 a year?
he's at 14.
14, something like that? Yeah.
He looked great
That's what I
on.
thought.
He looked great in the Lakers uniform.
I think they keep him around because, again, like you said, Houston's a mess. You need some kind of leadership. I know that
I don't know if he's that much of a leader.
last I heard, like an hour or so ago, the the Gary Payton deal going back to the Warriors might be in jeopardy.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't final yet. They have till tomorrow.
Physical? Like he might have failed his physical.
Correct.
I don't care if you failed your physical or not. That's
crazy though. That's legitimate news.
I hope he's not hurt. I mean, I don't want to. I actually like Gary.
You know, if
Payton
you're Golden State and you get like, we could have added like, give us our 5 second rounders back. We could have got Paul George.
Wiseman. Come on back, Wiseman.
You know,
it's a redo. My bad.
Jeez,
come on.
Jeez. I mean, honestly, I still think even if the fact that I don't know, I don't mind if they lose him or not. It's whatever. I mean, I do. I love I love Minton, the little glove. So I'd be upset if he didn't make it because I want him there. And he on his way out, I believe he completely torched. Who was he playing for? Who was GP2 playing for?
Portland.
He torched him on the way out. Like he said some negative things on his way out. And if he has to go back,
oh man,
he talked a lot about his role. Hey, this wasn't what they said.
Stinks.
What I do love is how bad John Wall torched the Rockets before he traded for him.
He made some mint, though.
He blew them up.
Gary Payton got paid this offseason. Good for him.
Good for him. I'm all about
good
player
for
making
him,
money.
bro.
Talk about a G League guy to $8 million a year.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah,
good for him.
So the next one we have a Lakers Magic.
Oh, let's
trade.
talk about the Lakers.
So this
please.
is let's first get through Magic. Get Pat
so
Bev.
many trades before we got here.
So Magic get Pat Bev. What do you think of that?
Well, are we going to grade the whole trade from here on out?
Whatever you want to do.
So giving up Pat Bev and getting Mo Bamba.
Yeah,
we gave up Pat Bev in 2 seconds. What we give him? Yeah, A plus.
Okay.
A plus. I love Bamba backing up AD. Gives us a little insurance there. He's great at blocking shots. He's long. He stretches the floor.
There was a need with Thomas Bryant being shipped.
Bryant, after he requested a trade, we needed a big. So A plus. Pat Bev's gone. Hey, so what? Pat Bev posted like an hour before he got traded. The gang's back together, and it was him and D'Angelo. And I was like, bro, you're getting traded, man. Self-awareness is important.
No, what was happened is that he tweeted, man, Woj was in that gym. He'd bodying Shams, and then Shams was the first one to leak the trade. And,
yeah.
And then it got posted right next to him.
Hey, listen. Self-awareness is important.
It is.
How do you not know if you're Pat Bev?
He knew.
He knew. No, but he posted the gang is back together.
Yeah. I don't think he knew.
He didn't. No.
I think
he posted the gang is back together.
I think Pelinka hit him with a chair, like WWE style.
Good for him.
Out of nowhere.
Oh
my God. Pelinka has just hit Pat Beverly with a chair.
I think it's a C.
Pat Bev was a good cheerleader, though.
It was a C in my mind because the Lakers, in my perception, they lack perimeter defense. Like, they are absolutely horrible at perimeter defense.
Yeah.
And Pat Bev is not the greatest perimeter defender in his career. But guess what? He was the best they had. They've gotten
I don't
that
even think
much
he
worse.
was the best he had anymore.
No, that was the best they had.
He was getting blown by anybody.
And that was the best they had.
I don't think he was. No, I think he was pretty much on par with what they have.
Austin Reeves is underrated as a defender.
Austin Reeves is
underrated, period.
I'm just saying, getting rid of him. So they needed to get rid of Thomas Bryant leaving. He requested a trade. And so they had to make this trade to fill that hole. I love Mo Bamba, so I don't hate the trade. I just, it's a...
I think it's a C for both of them. I love his depth.
It's about where I put Rui at.
I like the idea of bringing Bamba in. Podfather, you talked about them bringing Bamba in like a month ago.
I did, man. I love when I call these things.
That was it. I mean, listen, cast a wide net. You
just hate Pat. I hate Pat Bev leaving. That's the one thing I
do not hate Pat Bev.
I don't mind it. I don't mind him leaving the Lakers if I'm a Lakers fan.
Do not hate it at all. You're not a Lakers fan. You're a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
As a Lakers fan, I do not hate Pat Bev being gone.
Yeah, I think they've gotten better. The next one was, again, this is a weird one because it involves some other stuff. Atlanta gets Sadiq Bey. Wiseman ends up on the Pistons. Warriors got the 5 first rounders, 4 first rounders, 1,000 second rounders, sorry. And then they shipped them for Gary Payton. So at first I gave the Warriors a D because I was like, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
They turned Jameis Wiseman into 5 first rounders and then Gary Payton.
So if the physical falls through, I think it's good.
Is that his cousin?
Who?
James.
What's wrong with it?
You said Jameis Wiseman, Not
Oh,
James
yeah,
Wiseman.
James
Jeez,
Wiseman.
J-Bo
sorry.
James Winston, but he's his cousin.
Are you going to try to call me out now?
No, you
because of
called me
your
out 14
30
times. So now I'm gonna.
Good for
I've
you.
been thinking about every
Good
single. I'm
for
waiting on you to mess
Good
this
for
up.
you.
So
I love
you better look at the sheet and enunciate.
I love that.
Pistons receive James Wiseman, and I give them a C+.
Yeah.
Team him with Jalen Duran, possibly Wembanyama.
I love the Pistons being young. If you're going to be young, just be young. Like Cade Cunningham, they got a couple of the young pieces.
Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like if you're young, be all the way young.
Why'd they keep Bojan then? Off season?
I think they were trying. I think they have other plans.
Got too cute.
No,
Okay, we
I don't-
want
I
two
don't-
first.
I
yeah,
don't think they even got too cute. I think that if they didn't get what they want now, they can still trade him in the offseason and get the same exact thing.
I don't think he's the most valuable Bogdanovich in the NBA.
He was valuable at that moment.
No, he was sold at that moment.
I think he's more valuable than Bogdan right now.
I don't. I do not.
Atlanta getting Sadiq Bey. What do you guys have
Don't
for
care.
these trades? Nothings.
I give D. I mean,
the kid.
it's not a bad trade. It's a C because it means nothing to me. They're not any better. They're
What was
not
his
any worse.
rotation in Detroit?
He was out of the rotation at the beginning of the year, and then he's fallen back
So-
into it. So he slowly played in. Atlanta has so many daggum wings, though.
I know.
mean, are you taking minutes away from AJ Griffin, who's probably
DeAndre
your best
Hunter?
wing? Yeah, I mean DeAndre Hunter. You have Jalen Johnson, who's
Yeah.
been playing good wing minutes. I just don't understand Atlanta.
This is one of the two trades that I absolutely did not understand.
No, I did.
I-
I didn't get the rate. You didn't give me the chance to talk about Wiseman.
right, go ahead.
But Wiseman, I think, is a B plus, and the reason why I think it's a B plus, on a lot of his rookie cards.
No, B plus.
Looking for him to get playing time so that he can get a little better and prove himself, but also because if you're the Pistons, who cares?
In true
Don't
coach
take a
form.
chance.
Well, that's
take
what
a
I
chance
said.
on a guy that was could have been the number one overall pick.
You're
Was
one. You're
arguably.
young.
So
If you're
why-
young, be young.
Take the chance.
Take
They
the
took
chance.
a chance on Marvin Bagley, and I loved him for taking that chance
Yeah,
too.
for
you
sure.
have nothing to lose. Guess what? He's bad. Guess what? You get Wembanyama. It's not really a lose. Guess
That's
what?
right.
He does great. Guess what? It's not that big of a deal.
You got the number 2 draft pick for the 5 second rounders.
Second rounders.
Yeah.
For
Do
Sadiq
it.
Bey.
What are you
we
worried about?
switched a wing Sadiq Bey for the second pick in the draft.
Do it.
It's a weird draft, though.
Huge opportunity.
It was a crazy
his
draft.
It's a COVID
Upside
draft.
his upside is amazing.
Yeah.
For 5 second round picks, you're not going to get that anywhere.
I think it may be the highest ceiling of any player ever for 5 second round picks.
Do you think his agent's calling him like, James, you got to move for 5 picks? He's like, dude, I'm back, baby. He's like, they're second rounder. There's some of them are protected, but
4 of them are protected.
Dang, my
Until
bad.
the third to the last draft pick.
update that man's
if they don't
Wikipedia
get-
It's
page.
crazy.
If they don't come together, we just get cash considerations.
But good for all of them.
Which consider every time it don't go, you get 1 year of Coca-Cola.
I think overall, grading the trade overall, what's your final grade for the trade overall?
it is I think,
No, overall.
I know because Atlanta was bad. Pistons was good. Warriors was
Whatever.
new. Yeah, so I think it's a C.
Okay.
Just overall.
C.
All right,
C.
good. I think we're 3 for 3 on that one.
Knicks and Portland made a trade. Josh Hart went to the Knicks. Okay, awesome. Portland got Cam Reddish.
Hate it.
Sorry, coach. Ryan Aronson-Donkono, Svi Mikhailuk, and a
Svi.
2023 first round pick.
I remember when Svi was a Laker.
Love Svi.
That's all you can say about his time as a Laker. Actually,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
it.
when he existed.
I
as
remember
a
when
Laker.
Josh Hart was a Laker.
Yeah.
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 I remember Coach wanting Cam Reddish as a Laker.
I still want
which
him.
I do not understand the value you guys put on some of these players. I'm like,
What is
Cam
the value
Reddish
that you
sucks.
What
Potential. It's all just
How do you know he
untapped
sucks?
I would watch the NBA.
Yeah. When did you see him play?
He sucks.
When he averaged
When you can't get minutes on the New York Knicks right now,
when he played Atlanta, he was a positive player.
bro.
Don't know what's happened since then, so I can't really say. But what you say, what I've watched, it's false. Because if you watched him in
You
Atlanta,
know what was really weird? Him and DeAndre Hunter came out together.
Yeah. He was on that
supposed
Duke
to be
team with Zion and
He was.
RJ.
And he was supposed to be the better player out of the two, the most potential, highest ceiling.
Yeah.
And DeAndre Hunter went in there and just smashed. Took all the minutes, starter. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Jalen Johnson was playing more minutes than Cam Reddish. I mean, in Atlanta.
Yeah,
if you look
crazy.
it's. I think Reddish is that guy who was a 5-star in high school. He was supposed to be the second best player. He was supposed to be better than Zion on Duke.
He
was
wasn't.
supposed to be RJ, Cam, and then Zion, and he turned into this 6'9" shooter who couldn't shoot.
he was very inconsistent.
Toronto Raptors.
And I don't understand the Knicks. Before we move on from that one,
Yeah.
what's Josh Hart bring to the Knicks?
So I'm saying, overall, the trade is a C because I don't. It's a
I gave it a D.
I don't know what.
I'm a little bit higher on the trade. I think it's a B. I think Hart.
What's he do for the Knicks?
I traded. You
He's-
traded a first round pick for that.
Yeah.
Well, again, context is key. The Knicks have like 3 first-round picks, so they.
So you still gave up.
You
one
don't
for
waste
Hart.
one.
That's. I don't think it's a waste. I think Josh Hart is a solid 3-and-D piece that everybody's looking forward to in the playoffs. And I think that Worldwide West, I think they have to kind of like.
He plays defense.
I think
He does
he's a
play
good
defense.
defender. He's an energy defender.
I think he does play defense,
But I think
Small.
I don't think he adds
not
value to
small.
the Knicks, man.
I think he does.
He
I
adds
think they
value
have
to the Lakers.
The Knicks right now have to win a playoff series.
You think
Otherwise,
so?
no. Yeah, because it's going to boil down to free agents and disgruntled stars saying, "I want to go play in that
So
system."
after this trade, the Knicks don't win a playoff series this year. Do they blow it up? Julius Randle gone.
I think-
Mitchell Robinson gone.
I think they make a play for a stud. Yeah,
They have to bring in a
I think they do.
superstar.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I think part 1 was Jalen Brunson, bring him in, solidify, show, hey, we have a real point guard. I think part 2 is okay. we need to
Overpaid for
win.
Jalen, but
Yeah, I think they had to.
They had
That's
to.
a Knicks
They did.
tax, right? So I think this is all part of the. We need to start bringing in good culture guys, and Josh Hart is a good culture.
he is
guy.
a good culture guy. I love Josh Hart. He played hard. Did well in Portland. I don't understand it for the Knicks. But, I wish Derrick Rose would have got traded. Hate seeing him in New York, just kind of stuck with that team.
I think he's a
but-
buyout candidate.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Now
I
that Josh
don't.
Hart's on the board too.
Yeah,
Another
I don't.
guard.
I think he's either a buyout candidate or the Knicks say, "Hey, just one more run, and then that's a wrap for you,
Yeah,
Rose."
yeah.
Like, let's. The next one, Toronto. This is so stupid. Toronto gets Jakob Pertl.
Worst trade of the whole trade deadline.
San Antonio gets Kem Birch.
Okay,
2024 first round pick and 2 second-round picks. I don't get it. This is a D for Toronto. It's a B for San Antonio. I don't understand. Pirtle's a free agent.
love the fact that San Antonio turned Pirtle into a first-round pick. It's
What protections
crazy.
are on that though? There has to be some protection. There's no way they give him.
Oh, no, it's probably unprotected
I'm
for that
sure
kind of
it's-
talent.
No way.
I'm sure it's lottery protected.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, but it's the Toronto's always in the playoffs, though. I mean, they might still be in the playoffs this year.
So
My problem was, and I think I talked about it with you, Frank, Toronto goes from being sellers. Oh, we might trade Fred VanVleet. Siakam
OG.
might be on the board. Got to get rid of OG.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're
Gary
trading
Trent.
a first for Pirtle?
For Pirtle.
So why I don't know. I mean, like, so I think I have a reasoning on why.
Sounds like Christopher
Jerry
Walken.
did this.
I don't know why they did
So
this.
no, I do have a theory behind it.
Okay.
My theory is that Masai
Ujiri.
Ujiri.
Masai
He's great.
Ujiri.
He's great, though.
He is
Yes.
great.
I believe that he was realistically finding the value of every player he had on his roster for the offseason. And wait, let me finish one time, please.
No.
Time. Can I finish one comment without you interrupting? Then what's going to happen is, so he's finding out realistic trade values for the offseason, and I think he determined that he wants to make moves knowing now that he has a book of what values and what teams were willing to trade with what. And then he goes into the offseason to make trades, and I think he planned the whole time to keep his team, to build a knowledge of what he can do in the offseason. And he said, since I'm going to be it, I want to add to it and see if we
That
can
makes
go
zero
around.
sense.
all right.
You should have let me interrupt.
So
No.
but doesn't
The
but
dumbest thing ever.
No,
Aren't
it's
pri-
not.
aren't
It's
prices
been
gonna-
reported by more than one person.
It's going to
this thing.
change by the
Prices gonna
time
change in
offseason
offseason,
comes.
It
right?
does, but he has an accurate value of what they are at the moment.
He's
And
gonna have
he
no
has
value
an
by the
understanding
offseason.
going forward.
Listen, so
value
here's
should
the
be
problem.
different though.
I think-
Who's worth? Who's going to be worth less?
So what I heard was that
The off season?
Yes, OG.
Depends on
Siakam?
injuries.
OG.
probably.
Siakam's going to be worth less.
Maybe.
Somebody,
How much less? What-
somebody offered them 3 first rounders for Anunoby this at the deadline. I heard.
I saw, but I heard that they weren't real first rounders.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's the word on the street. It was 3 first rounders
I heard
offered
it
for
was
OG.
It was 2 and a swap.
Yeah, they got
Was
the
it
and
two
it was
and a
like
swap?
it was
They
like
got
2
the New
heavily
York
protected.
They got the New York Knicks first round picks.
Those Dallas
I mean,
first
maybe.
rounders.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly,
I just don't get it. Well,
what more value do you want out of OG Anunoby?
Yeah.
He's not a superstar. He's not Kevin Durant. He's not Kyrie
No.
Irving. He's not LeBron James. He's not even second tier. Like, you can go look at the
but
second
they
tier
value-
players in the NBA. Like,
they value
Jason
great
Tatum's a
defensive
second tier
wings.
player. Jalen Brown's like a fifth tier player. But, like, when you look at the tiers of NBA players, you're looking at the Giannis's, stuff like that, and you go down to the second tier, and you're like,
we are going on 40 minutes of you being wrong, just for the record.
well,
just
thank
for
you.
time
Appreciate that.
keeping.
But do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not not
again,
knocking Boston. I
it.
just
The
playing.
trade is mystifying. I still don't give it a great trade, but that was the reasoning behind it. Was
I
like,
don't think
okay,
so.
if I'm not going to get rid of nobody, then let's go get somebody.
But aren't they forced to blow it up because Fred VanVleet's going to be a free agent anyway?
He is. I mean,
So why don't you get rid of him?
them not getting value out of Van Fleet when he's obviously
well,
not.
he's also said he's been open to coming back, so I don't know what they want to do.
He can't. But yeah, he realistically
Plus
can't
it's
be
Toronto.
like, man, forget this. I'm out, yo.
Plus it's
Drake,
Toronto.
Drake was cool. I'm out.
But it's Toronto.
Is Drake
They
cool
don't.
still?
Nobody's going to Toronto.
It's
Kawhi did.
trade. That
No,
was a
he didn't. It was a
trade.
trade.
Yeah, but he won a chip.
No, he didn't go to.
He did
Toronto.
win a chip, but he didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a
I
free
agree.
Choose
agent.
Toronto.
Could you imagine if Toronto would have
Nate-
turned like OG, Gary Trent Jr., and some first round picks in the Kevin Durant or like Kyrie Irving or
No, they could have
Well,
never turned. They
we'll
would
get-
need to trade everybody on the roster.
We'll get
to
to
get a first round.
We'll get to Kevin Durant.
But-
that wasn't possible. That wasn't the
It was
destination you
impossible
wanted.
for them to happen.
I disagree. They're going to have to pay if they're doing what you think they're doing. You know, they're going
Which
to
is
have to
wrong.
pay Fred VanVleet. They're going to have to pay Jakob Poeltl. It's. I think we talked on the phone. I said they're probably going to fire Nick Nurse.
They
Like,
have to.
The stage one of I'm going to fire my coach is always like, well, you know,
Leak
this
the
is
salary.
this is how much he makes.
Yeah,
Hey,
you said that in the chat.
$8 million. So the next one I have. Now we're getting into the big ones. Okay, so now we have the Mavericks getting Kyrie Irving, Markieff Morris, and the Nets get Spencer Dinwiddie. Some people call him Silence Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, 2029 first round pick, and 2 future second round picks.
Love it.
So what do you guys have?
I have AA.
It's drink to that, baby.
Thank you.
Woo!
AA.
Yeah, same thing. I think it's A+ across the board. I think it's great for both teams. The Nets get off of their. Actually, I give the Nets a B minus.
The Nets.
Went from A to B to B minus.
No, I know, and the reason why my theory behind it is the fact that you got 2 future second round picks, a 2029 first round pick, but you could have had Laker picks.
Yeah.
And Spencer Dinwiddie doesn't move any needle.
I'm not mad
And
at
there's
that.
Dorian Finney-Smith. So my point is the situation you could have got 2 first round picks for Kyrie. Instead, you didn't, and you gave up Markieff Morris. Like, honestly, I understand you're probably trying to lose or whatever you're trying to do, but you could have got more future picks since you traded Kevin Durant anyway. I understood if they were going to keep Kevin
But
Durant.
see, I don't think you're understanding what they were saying because, like, I read this, and you can tell me if you think I'm right or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but they're right.
Hey, hold on a second. I want to interrupt you now. All right, so what I'm saying is if they were going to keep Kevin Durant, I understand what was going on. I get it. They got players that can play the game, but since they gave him up, now it don't make sense. Why didn't you just go get the picks?
I think they had to give him up after he asked for a trade.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but my point is, if you were if this could happen, you took the wrong bet now.
No, because really the LA trade was the rumor was you'd had to give one trade for somebody to take one first for somebody to take Russell, and then they only would have been getting a first for Kyrie.
They could have definitely gotten Russell 2 first round picks for Kyrie. They could have gotten that.
I don't blame him for taking the Dallas deal.
So my point is, you could have got 2 highly valued first round picks, and now you got 2 second round picks, a first round pick, and Spencer Dinwiddie, who creates his own shoes because nobody else willing to give
I
him
said
shoes.
it weeks ago. I thought Dallas had the most to offer. They had the best package. I still believe it. I think
That wasn't the best.
it was. I mean, I think it was really good. And here's what I'll say. And I told you this
2029
earlier today, Paul. Those Nets are going to be sneaky good. They're not lacking talent anywhere on the board. You
No.
saw what they did in Chicago last night.
Wait, no.
I think they turned it.
Sneaky good.
I think they turned into
What's
I think
sneaky good? The
I think-
12th seed?
I think they're still a top 5. They're still a
Top
6
5
seed
seed in the
in the East.
Whoa.
I think
I mean, it is what it is.
a couple things are indicative. My favorite player in the NBA is Luka Doncic. My favorite team is the Celtics. So I am biased when it comes to this. I hate Kyrie. You guys understand.
yeah.
I
That's why
hate Kyrie.
I love them being on Dallas now because you have to face the facts.
Kyrie torched 3 franchises on the way out. I mean, completely torched 3 franchises, and somehow Dallas thinks it's a good idea to put him next to Luka. Scares the crap out of me. For the Nets, there were better deals on the table. The Nets are now that team. I think I said the nobody respects us team. The hey, nobody thought we'd be here. The we believe team. So I think they can make noise. And so what I heard was Kyrie basically said, "Well, they were a 4 seed when I was on them. I did my job." So that shows you the kind of character person he has.
Yeah.
He said a lot of stuff. I just right now, since he's on the team with my favorite player, I just want him to shut up. Like, I just stop doing press. Just shut up, please.
Game 1, he looked good.
He did. He won. Listen, and I give the Mavs a B+. It's my second highest grade on here. I give him a B+ because we don't know if Kyrie stays. That's the only thing. I like Markieff Morris. I don't like Markieff Morris if they play Denver because Jokic is going to eat his lunch. I do understand the Nets getting silenced Dinwiddie. Dorian Finney-Smith is a good piece under a relatively cheap deal, and the 29 first. I mean, I think it's a C for the Nets. I think it's solid. I do think there were better moves out there, but I think that it's at some point you just got to give up on Kai.
Love it.
So
love it.
That's what I give it. 2 more big trades. The next one, you guys are going to love this one. This is the Lakers trade.
Love it.
This is, again, the Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, return of the king, return of the prince that was promised.
No, Return of the Rat.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not wrong. Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt in the aggregate. Minnesota gets Mike Conley, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 3 second-round picks. Utah gets Russell Westbrook, JTA, Damian Jones in a 2027 first-round pick. Fellas, I digress to you at first because you guys are the Lakers, well, the LeBron guy and the Laker guy.
Let's go to the GM first.
All right.
So I don't understand what Minnesota's doing, but this actually is perfectly of what they normally do, which is not understanding what they're doing. Like you gave up D'Angelo Russell for Mike Conley. Now I don't completely hate it. I just don't love it. I just think you're staying pattern. So what you lost in the advantage of a better player, you gained in maybe the maturity of a player. Mike Conley is widely known as the nicest guy in the NBA and a complete professional athlete. And the only positive from it is you're pairing him with Ant-Man so he can learn for a while, and he has some time with Rudy Gobert. So maybe they can rekindle some chemistry there. 3 second-round picks. Maybe you're trying to get some draft capital. But at the end of the day, you really didn't get any better. I think you could have got more for D'Angelo Russell anywhere else. I think the Lakers fleeced the deal on both ends. Utah got 1 first-round pick when it reportedly they were winning like 75 first-round picks for everybody else. So the fact that they took on Russ, they're going to buy him out. They took on JTA, they're probably going to buy him out. And they got Damon Jones and 1 first-round pick. I feel like they got fleeced, and I think the Lakers did a phenomenal job of giving up a complete cancer to the locker room and getting shooters, getting another big defensive guy, and they completely transformed the team. And they took it for a point that where you're like, okay, if LeBron can just get to the A seed, he's gonna have the Lakers gonna have a good year. To now, hey, look, we need to go on a winning streak now. Now we have a team that can actually compete. And if you close your eyes and squint hard, you can see a 7-game series against anybody I don't care if they got Kevin Durant or not, against anybody in the West, and you can see the Lakers have a chance, where they had no chance before this.
Want to go ahead, Potter?
Yeah. All right, so let me break it down. Minnesota, unlike you, I completely understand what they're doing. D'Angelo Russell needed to go from that team. You have a lot of personality between Cat, Ant, Gobert. I love Conley coming in as kind of the general on that team. Calm them down a little bit, get them in some motions, get plays going. I love that for Minnesota. I think it was needed. Utah, I think we all understand what's going on in Utah. So makes perfect sense. They got a first-round pick out of it. That's all they're looking for. They just want the first-round pick.
Yep.
That's the value. And the Lakers, I think we went into the trade deadline. We needed a few things. We needed to get rid of a few players that were bad for the locker room. That's Pat Bev, Russell Westbrook. We needed to add shooting. We didn't get that knockdown like J.J. Redick, Duncan Robinson. None of those types. I mean,
he's not knocking down shots.
He was.
He's knocking down the bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's why Miami's losing. So, listen, we didn't get a knockdown shooter, but we got better.
We got a lot better.
We got better shooting. And then I think Vanderbilt, man, I think he is an undervalued player in this draft because his size and his wingspan and his defense, the way he plays with energy, he plays hard. Him and Rui, man, we just got 2 6'8" wings. We were small before then.
We've improved in 2 weeks.
Bro, we're not the same team. The Lakers are not the same team. Unlike Frank, I don't feel like we're contenders. Like, I think if you squint hard enough, I'm not completely selling out LeBron and AD in a 7-game series against anybody because it's LeBron and AD. But, and we'll get to it later, but I think we're 5th or 6th in the West right now.
Yeah, that's I'm in there.
And we weren't. We were 12th.
Yeah.
So,
agree.
Yeah, they're 5 games out of the 5th seed right now.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're at.
But I can see a 5-game win streak.
Davis came out and said that with 28 games left, we need to go 19-9, and that'll put us around the 5th seed.
I think they go 21.
I think they need to go
6.
21-7 or something like that.
19-9 puts them on the 5th, 6th seed. Gets them out of the play-in.
See, but this is my problem. This is assuming like everybody else loses. Like that's
Correct.
not how, it's so much harder to like make up 5 games than make up 2 games.
Oh,
so
I'm not assuming everybody
beating-
loses. I'm just taking what they've already done this year and just
if we wouldn't have
multiplying
spent
it better or worse.
30 minutes celebrating a record and not celebrating the person that held the record, and actually would have won that game against OKC, who came in ahead of us.
it's an important game.
It was a really
They're
important
all
game.
important games.
And then, I thought we had a chance against Milwaukee last night. It looked good at halftime, 55-50. I'm like, man.
That'd have been a weird game.
It would
if
have
they
been weird to win
would've
that
been-
game.
Yeah.
So with LeBron out, and I was like,
The Lakers are like, they seem to get a lot of first half leads and just flail out.
It's coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching, right?
But don't get me wrong.
Isn't
we were
that
missing
coaching?
half the freaking team.
we were.
Like,
Anthony Davis was super
we started
inefficient.
Christie again. Christie may never see the court for the rest of the year.
Giannis definitely won that matchup.
Of course.
You know,
just stop AD. That's the game plan.
That's it.
Because
So,
nothing else
that's
is going to
it.
matter.
I don't understand. You said Utah got fleeced. I don't think they did at all. I
No,
gave
I don't
them a
think so
B
either.
plus. I think they know what their role is this year. I think they're looking at every win this year as this is extra. Like we didn't think we'd be here. I think what they gave up weren't pieces that were long term pieces there. Even
Correct.
Vanderbilt, I don't think he was a long term piece. They got Laurie, they got Kessler, they have other forwards. Minnesota, I gave a C plus. I was kind of with you there because they couldn't recoup a 1st-round pick for D'Angelo Russell from somebody.
Somebody wouldn't
Like
give that up?
somebody should have been able to give up a
I
first
thought
round pick.
I had to give up 2 first-round picks for the haul we got.
Do you guys know what 5 second-round picks will get you? And they just got 3.
They get you a G League superstar.
You guys know.
They will get you a G
That
League
gets you the
superstar.
second pick in the
What are y'all
draft.
doing?
They will get you a G League superstar.
Minnesota's over there. We got 3. We got 3. I do
Got
sneakily
these
like.
cheeseburgers.
I like Conley. I think Conley's kind of like Ricky Rubio.
Yeah,
What he did
correct.
for Cleveland last year is kind of like that. I have not given up any of my stock in Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Good for you, bro.
As a starter, he if you're just looking at splits, he started 38 games. He's 16-4-3, which isn't.
The team is 16-4-3.
No, his stats are 16-4-3.
So plus minus.
No,
4-3, they had
16
3
points,
I had to stop for a minute. I was like,
rebounds.
what? I looked down at my paper. Like, what are we talking about?
He,
Frank was literally
He is-
lost
I
for
was
like a
done,
second.
man. I didn't have
Yeah,
it.
good for you, bro.
and NAW is a coach type of player. He's 6'6", but he has like a 6'8" wingspan. That's a U player right there.
No, man.
Lakers, B plus. I gave him B plus. They got shooting. The biggest question I had, I think it was in the
It's a
group
great
chat.
grade from you.
Was
Did you see the
it
hat?
is second
Look,
highest.
peep the hat, guys.
B plus.
B
Listen,
plus on the Lakers.
I grade for a living. I don't do this with any bias. Okay.
Lies.
No, facts. So
Opinions.
I got shooting. And what I love is they're both decent catch and shoot guys.
Yeah,
and that's
they
what
are.
you need to be around LeBron is catch and
Decent.
shoot. D'Angelo Russell is 39% catch and shoot, and Malik Beasley is at like 37%,
And
which is still that's really good.
And isn't Russell like top 5 in mid-range spot up, like mid-range pull-up jump shots?
Over 50%. I think it was
Yeah,
like
so
52.
crazy.
Yeah.
Russell and Malik Beasley are both top 15 in 3-pointers made this season. The Lakers didn't have somebody in the top 50.
That's crazy.
So the fact that they pulled 2 top 15 made 3-pointers, they're used to volume, which is volume's important when we're judging how we're shooting.
Vanderbilt does provide perimeter defense. My only issue is that he's at a logjam position. If they had a better coach, then I would trust that more.
For you, Vanderbilt catch and shoot 36%.
Off of the 0.47 attempts every 7 games.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
It is what it
Good
is.
Stat, good stat.
Yeah, love it.
Love it. It's not what it's not.
We have to
0.47
celebrate
attempts.
what we have.
It's not.
Per 7, not per 1.
Yeah.
Not per 7 minutes, per 7 games.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Love that.
So
love that.
That was the largest trade by far until Kevin Durant. So
Bro.
I literally was like, the Lakers won. No,
Yeah.
they didn't.
I mean, it's so here we go. New ownership makes a big splash, right? We saw this in Minnesota with the A-Rod group.
How many days was he working when this happened?
Phoenix, this is his, yeah.
Yeah.
Day 1. And
Day
you
one.
got Kevin Durant.
And so
Day one.
the rumor mill
She gave up
says,
a lot.
before we get into this, rumor mill was they asked, like, hey, we can get OG for like 3 kind of first-round picks. And the owner, Matt Ashiba, said, what is it going to cost to get us Durant? He wants to come here. He said he wants to come here. Get it done. And James Jones was like, all right, so I'm allowed to, and they just go
Shout
for it.
out to
By the
LeBron's
way-
guy.
By the way, James Jones.
Shout out to
love
LeBron's
that guy.
That's
The
LeBron
ultimate
guy.
professional. And you talk about somebody that would come in and hit the big shot.
Yeah.
James Jones, bro. Love
Came
that.
off the whole bench. And
Cheap man's Robert Ory.
came off the bench. 3 seconds left, and LeBron's like, I'm getting you the ball,
Getting
bro.
you the ball, bro.
It's
Yeah,
shot
that's
in
right.
the game.
Twin of Eddie House. So Phoenix Suns, again, they get Kevin Durant, TJ Warren. And Brooklyn Nets get Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, who they flipped again, flipped for five
second rounders.
second rounders,
Yep.
47.
and then 4 first-round picks, all unprotected, in 2028 swap.
Swap.
All
Didn't go for as
unprotected.
much as Gobert, but, you know.
Brooklyn said, we've done this unprotected pick swap thing before.
That's right.
Let's go ahead and get on this.
Strategic in 2028, though.
Strategic.
That's when all of
Oh,
their
yeah, for
players
sure.
Contracts are up.
are out of their contract. So
for
there's
sure.
going to be a disassemble. Nobody really goes to Phoenix. It is what it is.
Hey, listen. Here's what I'm going to say about this trade. You laughed at me last week when I said they're going to give up Cam Johnson. They're going to have to give up Mikal Bridges. You're like, they're not giving up every starter for anybody. I got it on tape. Listen to it again today.
Fine, and I'm about to torch him for it.
Are you going to torch him? You
Absolutely.
don't like this
You want
trade
me
for
to go
Phoenix?
first?
Yeah, please.
All right, so I give the Phoenix
Uninterrupted.
Suns. that would be a
That's-
first.
that's-
You
that
just
should be
just
the-
interrupted me.
That should be
you
the
just
new-
interrupted me twice.
That should be our new.
You can't say uninterrupted. Would say uninterrupted me
We
twice.
should have a new segment idea called Uninterrupted.
You have to
We're gonna
leave the
call
room.
it. We're gonna call it re-interrupted. That's what we're gonna call it.
Uninterrupted, Frank. Go.
So I think the Phoenix
Thanks,
Suns
Coach.
get a C- for the trade.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. Okay.
C- for the Suns.
Wow.
Plenty of levels. Why? For one, Mikal Bridges was reported that they could have got 3 first-round picks for him.
Yeah.
So
I
let's
heard
count
that.
it. 3.
Well, Brooklyn could have, not Phoenix.
Yeah,
Correct.
Brooklyn could have got 3 first-round picks.
True. If they wanted to flip them.
All right. Cam Johnson. We're a solid 1 pick for him, right?
No.
I'm giving up a first-round pick for Cam Johnson.
I think there's a potential for first round pick
Jay
from what
Cro-
the league was saying.
Jay Crowder got 55 second-round picks.
Yeah.
So true.
They got 4 unprotected first-round picks.
Yeah.
Okay. So right there, I'm counting 8 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. That is obscene.
Okay. No, let me stop
You
you,
can't
there.
do that.
Let me
Why
stop.
can't I? I can
Both,
do
let me
my own
stop
math.
both of you. It was for TJ
Uninterrupted,
Warren. All right.
both of you.
It was,
Yeah.
it was for TJ Warren. Kevin Durant was just a
Do you
throw
remember
in.
what TJ Warren was in Indiana, man? Do you remember that?
Jimmy does? Jimmy Butler does.
So-
Yeah, he does.
So on top of that, though,
Yep.
and this is my other part why I don't completely love the trade. You gave away a ton of depth. You're completely top heavy now, and
Yeah.
because of the depth you gave away, Mikal Bridges was doing good on the team. Cam Johnson was doing very good on the team. Okay, so my point
Flip
is
that around.
Doing-
Mikal Bridges was doing very well on
good,
the team.
yeah.
Cam Johnson was doing. He was coming
doing
off
good.
injury.
He was
Yeah,
doing
but he
good on
does.
the team.
He does look.
My point is when Kevin and I was talking to you earlier about this, Paul. When you go somewhere, if Kevin Durant goes to a team that is, when he replaces the player that he's replacing, yes, the needle moves up, but it don't move up a Kevin Durant
But you know, depth doesn't win championships.
uninterrupted. So my point to the situation
Depth
is,
doesn't win
again,
championships.
uninterrupted. So my point to the situation is that yes, they got better, but they didn't get something worthy of potential 8 first round picks better.
That's the stupidest comment ever. They didn't give away 8 first-round picks.
the potential of 8 first-round picks. They gave
for
up
Brooklyn,
a load.
Nobody was offering Phoenix 3 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges, they gave up. They've been offered 3 first-round picks from. The whole point of the situation is they gave up a great player, a great prospect, a valuable playoff person, 4 first-round picks, and a swap.
Can I push back just a little bit?
Thank you.
Jay Crowder wasn't playing on the team.
No, but he's a valuable asset.
No,
wanted him.
He's not a valuable asset if everybody knows
He's
like
valuable
he doesn't want to be there.
5 second-round picks
for Brooklyn, not for Phoenix, because everybody knew, hey, he doesn't want to play for you. If nobody wants to come to your place
this
and
is
eat,
what
then
he
you
was
can't
bought. I can't tell you what one way or the other was. This is what he was paid for. He was bought like he was a slave.
He was not. Whoa, dude.
I know. It's fine.
No, come on, man.
So what my point to the situation is, I don't hate it. I just don't love it.
Okay,
They
you said
flipped their
C.
team around, and that's why I give them a C. I just don't.
So-
Everybody's going to think it's an A. Oh, they got Kevin Durant. It's an A. That's the shocking part of it. It's
So
not an A.
what's your other half then? So for Brooklyn, if you're just
Brooklyn, I
grading
give them an
Brooklyn-
A plus.
Okay.
A plus. You got off a guy that wanted to leave, and you got that for him. Wow.
Okay.
I mean that Kyrie wanted to leave. I got you. KD wants to leave. Often injured KD.
Yeah.
KD that missed more time than any other superstar in the last 4 years. KD
Looked rough in the playoffs last
Do
year.
you want to go next?
I can.
Yeah.
I'm fairly. I thought Phoenix. This was an A that can turn into an A plus, depending on buyout candidates. I think. All right, so let me say it this way. My notes were: anytime you can get a top 15 player in the history of the NBA, not a top 15 this year. I mean, how often have we seen that? We saw it with Shaq at the end of his run with the Lakers, right?
Almost saw it with Kobe.
We saw it with Wilt Chamberlain, right? Going from San Francisco to Philadelphia, and we saw it with Lou Alcindor, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar going from Milwaukee to Lakers. That's the only time in NBA history it's really happened.
Somebody's been traded to that stature.
I mean, a top 15 guy, anytime you can get a top 15 guy in the history of the sport, the cost is not going to be as high as everybody. So I think it's an A with potential with their buyout candidates to go to an A plus. For Brooklyn, I think it's a great deal. I think it's a B plus. I think it's right up there with the Lakers. And I think a lot of that depends on development. Mikal Bridges is 26 years old. He's already one of the better two-way wings, offensive, defensively.
Yeah.
He
plays well.
Yeah, Cam Johnson was one of the most overrated prospects coming out.
He was so slow.
When they picked him, it was, you're an idiot. How could you do it? You guys remember Caleb Love, Chicago?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was
crazy. And Cam
but he's
Johnson,
actually...
He's turned himself into a potential, another great. He's definitely a 3. I don't know how much.
Almost a D.
Yeah. Jay Crowder wasn't. This is turned into quite the pod. Jay Crowder wasn't on their team at all, and they flipped him and got more stuff. The unprotected picks. I think this is good for both. I just think it's better for Phoenix because they immediately turned into. Golden State was the team everybody was worried about. Hey, they're going to get hot. They're going to get hot. They're going to get hot. Now Steph's out a month, and everybody's like, "Well, Golden State they're going to be fighting for their lives." And Phoenix was a team like, "Man, dude, they just can't get right." And now they're turning into this quiet juggernaut that everybody's waiting for. I think that I look at them
can't get right.
the same way that you look at the Lakers. Like, you don't want to see Phoenix in the first round of any series.
I'm not scared of them.
You don't have to be scared. You don't play the game. I'm saying other teams.
I'm saying if I'm on the Lakers, I'm not mad if I.
So just for my point of view, and I'll keep it short because we've been on it for a long time. But great analysis by both of you. You're both wrong, but great job trying. No, I think you guys did great. I agree with you. You get a top 15 to 10 all-time player, you automatically get an A+. I don't care what you give up. You have to make that move. I love that they were able to keep CP3. They kept Book. Ayton is gonna flourish with these guys.
How did they keep Ayton? Like, it's
crazy.
That's wild.
I don't understand how they kept Ayton in this scenario. Mikal Bridges, he's good. He's not great. Cam Johnson, he's average. He's not good. Jay Crowder wasn't playing. And those four picks, like, if you're competing the way Phoenix wants to compete, they're young.
Right.
Devin Booker's young. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't mind giving you picks 25 through 30.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter right now. And so I love what Phoenix did. I think they definitely won. And the fact that they brought TJ Warren with him.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want about TJ Warren, but he's going to be a huge piece off the bench. And it was funny because I was like, all right, so they still got Saric. Well,
Not anymore.
he's gone too. So they just kept giving up players, but I think they're going to be huge in the buyout market.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson could come to Phoenix. And we'll see who else gets bought out. I know there's some names out there. And then you also think about it. Carmelo's still out there. They're still playing. You love Carmelo.
I do.
You love him.
Carmelo.
And I'm not
quote?
saying
How you're telling me
that there's 100
not a single spot
You're telling
anywhere.
that everybody on an NBA roster is better
telling
than
me
Carmelo.
JTA is better than Carmelo Anthony.
It's not
right now.
happening, right?
I don't care how old the guy is. He's
what I
not
mean?
better than Carmelo Anthony.
You got John Wall going to get bought out. You've got.
Are they the definitive number one seed?
We'll get into that in a minute
Yeah.
because I think that's down below us. I don't want to jump right to that.
General questions for the boys.
Yeah, I don't want to jump right into that. And also for Brooklyn, I gave it A+ all the way around. I love that they took Jake Crowder, shipped him to Milwaukee. They overpaid with 5 seconds. Whatever.
Yeah. They have too many people on that team anyway.
But
so
you know what? It was available to them because of what Cam Thomas has been doing.
yes,
Love what that kid's been doing.
Yeah.
And he's been efficient. And then Spencer Dinwiddie was super efficient last night.
Listen. Did you watch last night's stats? He was not efficient last night. He had 2 hot games, and then he was bad last night.
He scored 40 3 games in a row.
And then last night, he was hot garbage.
He was 9 for 24. It was a LeBron shooting night. He was okay.
It was a Kobe night. You're correct.
It was a LeBron night this year.
LeBron's averaging 55% field goal from his career. That was a Kobe night.
It was LeBron this year. And so I love it for both teams. Great job.
my favorite Cam Thomas story. He played summer league, right? And Steve Nash. No, it might have been Jock Vaughn that coached him in summer league because Steve wasn't doing that. And they said, "Hey, we're going to work on Cam's passing tonight and stuff like that." And so the reporter said, "Hey, Steve or Jock, hey, Coach wants you to work on your passing apparently." And Cam was like, "Man, I don't do that."
Love that.
Just deadpan. He knows who he is.
Do you know who
knows
really
he is.
Do you know who the winner out of all this is?
The NBA.
The NBA.
Yeah.
Great.
What an
great show, though.
amazing trade deadline.
This is again, the deadline was Thursday before Super Bowl.
Yes.
And what dominated the headlines?
The NBA trade deadline.
NBA trade deadline.
Crazy.
So I do have some general questions for the boys. Best trade, just real quick. What's the best trade?
Brooklyn and the Suns.
Lakers 3 team.
Yeah, I had KD to the Suns.
Yeah.
Lakers 3 team.
Worst trade,
Pirtle.
Denver trading for Thomas Bryant.
Oh.
Why? Because the
Thinking of
Lakers had to give up Thomas Bryant. But it wasn't the fact that they gave up Thomas Bryant. It was the fact that you gave it to them.
I don't hate it.
No, because they are a definite threat, and we'll get into the other part of that. But they're a definite threat for things to happen. But you gave it to them,
What
and that
things?
was
What things are those?
having them 2 bigs. They got a big that can stretch the floor for Jokic while he's there. The offensive set that he does, he completely helps that team.
What's the chances you give Denver of making it to the finals?
I don't know. Let's
High.
see. Speaking of,
High.
so what are your Western Conference final teams as of right now? Who do you think? And then who wins?
How many teams are we going down? Because I wrote down 5.
No,
You got
Western
2.
Conference finals.
You're picking 2.
It's a conference finals team.
You're not picking Western Conference. Maybe
I don't
get
care.
there.
I wrote down 5. that
No,
might go there.
no. Pick the Western Conference Finals, and then who
man,
wins.
I don't like to do this.
You don't have to go first, okay?
All right.
I got Suns Warriors, and I have the Suns actually coming out of the West. Who do you got,
They're going to
Coach?
sun them.
Can we hit? Do we have a wham?
No, I'm not giving him anything. Uninterrupted.
I got Denver.
Re-interrupted.
I got Denver
Okay.
and the Lakers.
Okay. Who wins?
The Lakers.
Okay. It's hard, isn't it, Podfather?
It's not.
It's hard to root for your team, huh?
No, I think I love this year. I'm going to go with the Mavs and the Suns.
God, rooting against your team. Gosh,
Yeah.
knows. That's incredible.
That would be interesting. Kai versus KD.
Yeah,
I like it.
Love that.
I don't think KD, because I don't think they're going to make it.
I didn't say. I don't think yours are going to make it.
I don't think the Mavs make it. I don't think they have the depth yet.
So I ranked my Western Conference teams: Suns 1, Warriors 2, Clippers 3, Mavs 4, Lakers 5. Where they're at right now, talent wise.
So Eastern Conference Finals teams. Do you have Eastern Conference Finals and who wins?
Yeah, there's Bucks, Sixers, and everybody else.
Bucks, Sixers. Who wins? Bucks,
Got to go
Sixers.
Bucks.
Okay. I have the Bucks too. I have Celtics, Bucks.
Celtics, Bucks.
I think this is a Frank Philly thing. Like, hey, until you prove it, prove it. And I got the Celtics.
exactly.
I have the Celtics winning.
Embiid can't do it.
Although you had them number one in your power rankings last week.
Yes, it was their temporary regular season number one ranking. Yes,
Which team wins the chip right now?
I got Bucks.
Lakers.
Celtics.
You don't have them going to the Western Conference Finals.
The Lakers? Yeah, I had them going Western
okay,
Conference Finals,
just winning
winning the
the
finals, and then
finals.
winning the finals. Again, rooting for my team.
LeBron.
I wouldn't be mad at a Celtics Lakers.
Gosh,
I think basketball could use that.
I don't think
You
it'll
always
ever
say
happen.
NBA is always best.
They're always
The
better. If
Lakers
New
and
York's
Celtics.
winning,
The
the,
whole NBA.
Celtics are winning. The Lakers
And
are winning.
Toronto. The next superstar to demand a trade or be moved.
I got two, Trey and Beal.
Gosh, oh my God. Can you just
It's Trey
There-
or it's Bradley Beal.
which one of those is a superstar? That was my point to this. That's why I couldn't pick some of them guys.
Okay.
They're not superstars. Bradley Beal's is he an all-star?
Not this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a superstar.
Oh, he might have been on the replacement list.
He wasn't even an all-star. He's not a superstar.
I have Cat.
Yeah, he was my third pick.
Superstar?
I think it's a relative term. Yeah, I think Cat.
I don't think any of these guys are superstars.
Okay.
Well, then tell us who you think.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a superstar in Portland.
Absolutely, he's a superstar.
Did he make the All-Star game?
He's been injured.
Just asking, did he make the All-Star? That's what you said about Beal. Did he make the All-Star game?
Yes.
Tyler Huntley. No. Sorry. Made the Pro Bowl. All right. So that was the NBA trade deadline. Yeah, we might have went a little long, but that's okay. We got sidetracked. Listen,
Yeah, we're good.
whenever we start talking about Lakers, that's okay.
I love the Lakers.
I know.
You don't.
You
don't.
I don't dislike them.
I don't love the Lakers. I think they're
I don't dislike
horrible.
them. I think it's better when they're good. The NBA is definitely better when they're good.
I would love to see.
But it's better when LeBron's in the finals as well. I think
Absolutely.
So
100%.
now, moving on from basketball and into baseball, pitchers and
You know what LeBron has?
not a fastball.
He has the Jordan effect.
curveball.
You know what Jordan would never have? The LeBron effect.
You know what Jordan never could do? Go to more than 6 finals. All right, let's go to baseball.
So we were going to be doing last week. We did romantic comedies in honor of Valentine's Day. Now we have best baseball movies.
Boom.
Is your rule in place now or no?
The
Boom.
veto rule?
No, not the veto rule.
Baseball
So you have to watch the movie rule.
No, we're going to do that next
No, we said next
We're giving
next
the Podfather-
congressional session. Okay.
We're giving
Are
him a
you
pass.
proud that you watch more movies than me?
We're giving him a pass.
I like movies. Snake draft,
love movies.
as usual. A veto rule applies. Example for this would be there is a baseball scene in Twilight that does not make Twilight
That's
a
a baseball
baseball
movie.
movie. It's all,
Wait a minute.
You are doing your best coach impression
wait.
right
Look at
now.
my list.
Well, I don't need to look at your list. Trust me, I've seen every movie on the list.
You ever seen Twilight?
Yeah. So, no, but I will say there's as much baseball in Twilight as there is Christmas in Die Hard. All right, let's keep going.
That's why it's a baseball movie.
Not true. There's way more Christmas in there.
Yeah, and plus Twilight doesn't say like, "Oh, wish I could hit a home run," but Die Hard does say, "Can I just have a normal Christmas?"
So, according to Wheel of Names, Alex gets the first pick. Frank, you're still stuck.
I've never gotten the third pick.
Don't blame
It's
me.
never-
blame the
I've
Wheel of Names,
never
buddy.
got the third pick ever.
I'm
Not
sorry.
one time.
It's not how the wheel wants. I get
crazy.
the turn. So, Alex, who you got, buddy?
All right, in honor of where we're
See if you
at,
get it right, Paul. We tried to guess your first one because you probably haven't seen any of them.
I bet you guys thought I was going to take the Sandlot,
That was Paul's pick. That was your pick.
I think we changed it to a different
and
one.
you thought I was going to take Field of Dreams.
No.
Let's see.
I'm not. So, a movie that I've actually seen that is a baseball movie, Major League. It's a number
great.
one.
You know
That's a good
what?
one.
That is a great pick.
You know what?
Number one.
You get an extra half point, and no matter how this ranking is, because I did not expect you to come out that strong.
Yeah, Major League.
I have arguments about this being the number one movie.
Yes.
I don't think it is the number one overall,
I'm taking all of them though.
but I like it. We thought you were going a different area, but that's okay. Frank, who you got? It's a good pick.
Thank you. I just hit a home run on that one.
That team does not exist anymore.
Doesn't matter.
No more. No more.
They're no longer. What is their name? What is the new name? What was the team?
In Major League?
Yeah.
Golly, bro.
It's been years since I've seen it.
Golly. That's your number one favorite baseball movie of all time.
Yeah, but I mean, for it to be my favorite baseball movie doesn't mean a whole lot.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
The Pirates.
It's the Indians. Sorry. That was a fact until it was an opinion.
You did it. You did
Cleveland
it.
Indians.
The Cleveland. That's
Which
right.
are now the Cleveland Guardians.
Yes. That would have been the next question for
The
you.
Galaxies.
What are they now?
The Galaxy Survivors.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
One
Great
of the best
job, guys.
scenes. One of the best scenes.
My gosh.
Can Jesus
I
hit a
love that.
curveball? Yeah,
Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Wild
that.
Thing.
Yeah.
Jobu. All right.
I seen your
With my second pick,
cannot hit the curveball.
this
a
is
lot
the
of decisions.
hardest one pick.
It's your
Because-
first pick.
On my second pick in the draft, excuse me.
You know that either way, this is lose for you.
I lose no matter what.
Yep.
Because Paul's going to win the draft.
For baseball fans.
It's impossible. It's impossible to beat him.
Because there's 3 picks. The next out of
And he's
the
going to
next
get
3
2 out of the
movies.
best
Yeah. 2 out of the
movies.
3,
And
yeah.
he's going to get the next 2 out of the 3 greatest baseball movies.
You're
The
welcome.
Natural.
I'm going to go Moneyball. I'm going to go sentimental favorite because
That's a
can't get
good
there.
movie, though.
I'm going to go sentimental favorite because of the fact that I don't think I can win no matter what. So I'm going to go with my heart says.
Moneyball had the kid from Superbad in it, right?
Yeah, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, he plays Peter Brand in the movie, but that's not really the character. It's Paul D. Podesta is the real life. They just couldn't get the rights.
Gotcha.
to him.
Yeah.
Didn't want to say
It's a better book too.
better movie.
It's a better book. Have you read Moneyball?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Have you read any of those books from the?
I audio read it.
I audio read. My ears read it.
My ears read.
My
My
audio
ears
read
read it.
Yeah,
And
it's so
your
bad.
answer is no. I still have $0.
The next
Hey, there's still like 250 days left.
You're also on 0 baseball games watched though. So
with Major League gone and Moneyball gone, I can honestly say neither of those would have been my first 2 picks, and I mean that sincerely. I'm going to go Bull Durham.
1988.
I love Bull Durham. I think
pull the
it's,
crap down. Pull your Wikipedia
it's-
down right now.
I
It's
think
not,
it's.
and Bull Durham's not even on there.
I think it's.
But I do know that was a 1988 movie. It's an
Pull the
80s movie.
Wikipedia
I think
down.
it is the best baseball movie. Kevin Costner
Yes.
as Crash Davis.
The scene where he tells him to put everything in his left pocket, where he's telling him take everything out. Oh, wait a second.
That's
No, the scene where
that's
she's talking
Tin
about
Cup,
breathing
buddy.
through the eyelids.
Breathe
But
through
you
your
know,
eyelids.
breathe
like
through the
Fernando
eyelids.
Venezuela.
That was the best.
It was number 1 in 5 out of the 6 lists that I looked up today.
Yeah.
Bull Durham.
I appreciate it. That's going to help me win some arguments with
Googled
people.
the poop out of that.
No, if you
It's-
Google best baseball movies, it's number 1 in a
can
lot
you
of them.
stop helping though.
He said
For what?
he goes, man, they really hit the bull. Yeah, I think he wins a free steak. It's almost like he knew he's coming. Yeah, I told him.
Yeah,
Shake me off again. I dare you.
it's great.
It's great. My next one, it's got to be, listen, fathers and sons. It's got to be Field of Dreams.
Yeah, love that pick. I've actually seen that one. And it's got one of the most quotable lines of all time, right? What is that line?
If you build it, they will come.
If you
Is
build
that
it,
the
they
one you
will
were
come.
going?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you build it.
I was going to let him say it, and I didn't want to take his movie line.
It's all right, man. It's,
No.
it's-
Just the way you entered that was one of the most quotable movies quotes of all time.
Let's go on.
What is it?
Oh,
Like,
I wasn't-
I was like, I know.
I wasn't
the way you
asking
did
you,
that
no.
was amazing.
That
That's why it made me
was
laugh.
good. That was
Yeah.
good timing. All right. So, Frankie, you got your second pick, buddy.
All right. So we've got Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, Major League off the board, Moneyball's off the board.
Yeah. I still think there's some gems.
There is some gems.
still
There's some
great
clear cut,
movies.
like, hey, borderline first round picks.
He won't go the Sandlot.
No. It's down to two. It's 2 choices.
You going the Scout,
Oh, that's a great movie.
the Fan,
don't know
The Rookie?
anything about the Scout.
the Rookie? I think that's a sneaky Frank pick.
Yeah, I think the Rookie is also.
The Rookie's on the list, but it's not there.
Rookie of the Year.
I'm gonna go no. Hell
He's
no.
never gonna go
Hell
there.
no.
The
That's a
Cubs,
safe
man.
bet. That's a
Love
safe
that.
You know
bet.
more about that than you knew the movie you picked.
Yes.
That's the best part. Give him a point. I don't care what
Yeah,
it is.
love it.
All right, I'm gonna go with again. I'm gonna keep the theme. So I'm probably not gonna take probably the best overall baseball movie.
You never do.
especially rated by people. Well, no, this is the opposite. This is not YouTube views.
Oh, gotcha.
I would have went other picks if I'd have went that
Okay,
way.
got you,
This
got
is the
you, got
opposite
you.
of every one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Love of the Game.
Oh, man.
The moment when he's in there and he's like, start the mechanism.
Enter the mechanism.
And he quiets the crowd and everything and hones it. It's so true.
Billy
it's
Chapel.
so beautiful.
So I get 2 picks now.
You do.
Gosh, thank you for letting me finish.
For Love of the
I was
Game
done
is
with you.
one of the,
That's
I
a great
believe it.
movie.
You've been done with me all.
it is one of the greatest baseball movies.
Yes.
It's one of the greatest
Never
love
seen it.
stories.
So underrated.
Never seen
I'm
it.
gonna retire for Love of the Game. Him
Should
going
I watch
through.
it?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Who's the stars in it? Who's
Kevin
the actors?
Kevin Costner.
He's in a lot of baseball movies.
He is.
He is on the actors Mount Rushmore for sports movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree.
Might have
he
to
might
do
be
that.
a lot
The
of
guy,
those.
too.
I didn't realize he was in so many until I started looking him up today.
It's Costner.
Like Kevin Costner was everywhere.
And he was, and that's part of the reason why he pulls hard.
You know who's in more baseball movies than him? Charlie Sheen, because of all the major leagues.
No.
No, he was
No,
only
not
in,
true.
He was only
Two.
in one of them.
Not
Yeah,
true.
two of them.
Two of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of them he wasn't in.
But Kevin Costner was in a lot of baseball movies.
He was.
There was one where they sold bananas.
I don't know.
The banana one. But there was a monkey that played on the field. I think it was Savannah Bananas, and now they're actually like a major
That
thing.
was not Kevin Costner.
No, it wasn't Kevin Costner. I'm just saying,
Right,
like
that
there was a movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Matt LeBlanc was in that one.
Yeah.
So now I get to turn.
You do.
All right, good. I'm going to go The Sandlot with my next pick.
It's a good pick.
Safe.
You've seen
hey,
it?
listen. Yeah,
Very
I've actually
safe.
seen it. Well, I like quotable movies.
You do.
You're killing me,
You-
Smalls.
Okay,
You
I
know,
was
and he's
gonna
like,
say, you
hey,
better give me one
You want a
quote.
s'mores? He was like, s'mores.
How can I have
ain't
some
nothing.
more? I haven't had any yet.
Yeah, you're killing me,
Love
Smalls, and it was great. So I love that part. So I'm gonna go to Sandlot with my third pick.
That ball was signed by, Baby Ruth.
No, wait,
Some girl named
Do
Baby
you think
Ruth.
the s'mores part is where he said you're killing me, Smalls?
Oh, I don't know where else he said it at, but that's the one I remember.
The main part is he didn't know who Babe Ruth
Babe
was.
Ruth was.
Babe Ruth.
It was signed by
he's
some
like,
girl.
You don't know who
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth?
Yeah, I
Babe
remember
Ruth?
that part. Yeah.
The Sultan of SWAT.
You're killing me,
King
Smalls.
of Clout. The Colossus of Colossuses.
I'm so dumb. I'm dead.
Yeah, great movie. I remember it as a kid. So, with my third pick, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go A League of Their Own. It is a baseball movie. Shout out Tom Hanks. Again, one of those quotable ones. There's no crying in baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that part. What was her name? Betty. I can't remember the little girl's name that he's talking to. Bet.
Dot and Betty.
Dot.
The
Yeah.
sisters.
She's crying.
So
Hey, quick lesson though. I learned something today looking up that movie.
Yeah.
I learned because he said you gave up the game tying run. We lost the lead because of what you did. She let the game tying run get the second. She tried to throw out somebody at home,
Yep.
and let the run get the second. And of course, I'm not a huge baseball guy. I was like, wait, that makes sense. Throw out the run that could tie the game.
No, you bring it to the infield so the runner stays on first. So
that
it's
what
no
it is?
longer in scoring position.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
So,
when you make the play home, the advantage of the feet getting thrown this way, the runner going that way. If you stopped it at
Second
in
base.
the outer part of the infield,
gotcha.
the runner can't advance.
Yeah. So, anyways, cool little tidbit. I thought that was neat. But yeah, so I went A League of Their Own.
Can I give you a fact that you probably didn't know?
No,
That was not on either of our list to be taken.
I mean that's fine.
No, I'm just giving you.
I appreciate the movie.
I do too.
I think it's a great movie.
I
love Tom Hanks.
I would veto and say no. It's not a baseball movie. It's
It is a
movie,
baseball
It's a movie
movie.
about family.
That's a
It's
baseball
a
movie.
family.
bro.
It's a movie about sisters and sisterhood. But I'm not going to do that.
You can. I've got a great.
I'm not
another
gonna
pick.
do
About
that.
the women's baseball league.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
it's
do
women's
that.
baseball.
Yeah,
So use your veto if you want.
I'm not. I said I wasn't going
I'll
to.
veto your veto.
No, it's override, not veto.
All right,
A
so
veto.
my pick again.
It's a fact,
Yeah.
not an opinion.
All right, it's my pick again.
It
then?
is. It
Is
is.
this your
Yes, sir.
last pick?
No,
It should be.
No.
I'm gonna pick. It says he don't know any other.
All right.
I'm gonna go. The Natural.
I knew you were going to do that. Somebody had to take it. Robert Redford. Do you know who
Stop.
Robert Redford is?
You and your IDMB butt is killing me right now.
What I'm saying. Robert Redford, the natural, young, he's an elder person. He's growing in age, mature. So he starts late, comes back, hits 2 home runs. The movie ends when the lights go out. It was really cool.
So how'd the lights go up?
He hit it with the ball.
What happened to the ball?
I don't know.
That's why you haven't seen the movie.
Don't know.
I've never seen it.
IDMB champion.
I've never seen it, but I did read a summary on it today.
IDMB champion. So he hits the ball.
Yeah.
Literally, the cover comes off the ball.
Not in that. Not with
not
that.
that
the
movie.
hit.
stitches.
Not in that movie. He broke the bat before that.
He's-
You don't even
Which
know what
pulled
you're
out.
talking about. You've never seen
He's
it.
not.
What
he's,
happened?
He's not an elderly guy that.
No.
that
Not an
goes
elderly.
against-
He was older than normal.
Well, he's
starting in
no,
sports.
he's young. He is the greatest prospect nobody knows. A young, mentally deranged woman kind of knows that, shoots him when he's young, so he never
jeez.
gets his shot at baseball until much later. So that's why he's hanging around the minor leagues. He finally gets a chance.
Hits 2 home runs.
Yeah, And only reason he gets a chance is because the guy in the outfield wasn't playing hard enough, saw that he was playing extremely hard, he was going to lose his job, goes through an outfield wall, gets injured, and Redford gets his shot.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's a great legendary baseball movie.
Wonder Boy, the name of the bat.
Yeah.
Lightning hit the tree. It is amazing movie. Good. It's a great pick.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a great
Good pick, Frank.
Paul gets 2 to slam down the victory right here, I believe.
Maybe. I have some sentimental favorites.
Are you going to pick a sentimental to bring in there?
You have to. It's about your favorites, not anybody
I
else's.
might, but I might not. I'm going to go with, because I coach middle school baseball. Man, do I pick that?
The Bad News Bears.
No.
Not a fan of that. Not a fan. Like I was telling Coach earlier, I've seen too many idiot drunk parents at games.
Yeah.
Both
Too
as
many.
a child player and as a adult coach. I'll never pick that. I'm going to go with The Rookie.
Love that. Gosh.
Because
That was Frank's next pick.
Again,
Love
it's a true story. It's a comeback story. It's amazing.
That was my final pick, and it was stone cold.
I knew it had to be. That was a Frank pick.
I'm gonna save you one that's underrated because I know Alex
He said
will
it.
pick it.
You don't know who it is, the movie, though.
I've seen The Rookie.
I'm gonna pick the last one. I'm gonna pick is Hardball.
It's a good one.
Is that a baseball movie? Is that Matthew McConaughey?
Absolutely
no,
not.
It's not Matthew McConaughey.
Who's Hardball?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Okay.
I love it when you call me
Big Pop.
Throw your hands in the air if you a true player.
Was he the player or like an agent?
No, he plays a gambler who is forced to coach because he gets in trouble, and so that's
not the Matrix.
not the Matrix, not John Wick. He's not shooting baseballs. The cucumbas.
Got it.
Your ability to show up.
Yeah,
I promise you, if you watch that movie, tear comes out.
Yeah,
Impossible
Really?
not to.
Yes.
It's a beautiful.
I don't
movie.
cry.
absolutely.
No, it's a freaking.
I don't cry either, but my eyes sweat sometimes.
Yeah,
you
did
know?
it? Yeah,
My eyes are sweating.
I don't sweat. I perspirate because I'm a king.
You do a lot of perspirating.
I do. I'm also a king.
You are.
Kang, go ahead, Kang. Your last pick. I left you one that's needs to be picked. I don't know if you're going to pick it though.
I don't know if I'm gonna pick it either.
And it's not Mr. It's not Mr. 3000.
I have Mr. 3000 on my list.
Mr. 3000 is one of my favorite.
Bernie
movies.
Mac, bro. Love that guy.
Hey, you do you, baby.
I love Bernie Mac, bro.
That's not what the ice cream song sounded like. Bum, bum. That's the ice cream man.
I love that movie.
It's sitting there
The
waiting for
Rookie
you.
killed me though. The Rookie killed me.
Hey,
Sorry about that.
I know that was my pick.
Sorry about that.
There was
Maybe we'll do a trade. If you
there
pick
was
the
a
right one.
movie about the Red Sox. Not about the Red Sox, but the guy was a fan of the Red Sox. What movie was that?
Fever Pitch.
Fever
Stupid
Pitch.
Jimmy
The
Fallon.
dumbest
Jimmy
movie.
Fallon.
The literal worst baseball movie in the history
that
of
Drew
baseball
Barrymore?
movies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can I
that's what it
tell you
was.
something? That movie, the script was written to where the Red Sox were supposed to
gonna
lose
lose.
and they were going to be horrible, and then the Red Sox won. that
Actually
year.
won, yeah.
Stupid Red Sox.
Crazy.
Hate the Red Sox.
You brought up some. We got problems today.
It's okay.
You know who they beat?
Yeah.
Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Yeah, what about it?
Kurt Schilling is fake bloody sock. All right. Anyways, let's get going.
Oh, the bloody sock. Jeez.
Manny Ramirez. Manny killed us. Big Poppy. I don't know. Let's not get into the game.
Last
I'm
pick.
be
This one's
honest. The
important.
Rookie killed me. The Rookie killed my picks.
You're
I had-
stumbling right now.
I did. I'm freaking
You're
out.
stumbling right now.
It killed
I need
me
you to
completely.
listen. Breathe in your nose,
I'm good at drafting, man.
out your mouth. Take a breath. Calm down. Hey, listen. You're clutch, bro.
When I
You're
watch
clutch.
as many loser teams, I live for drafts, okay?
You're clutch, bro. You're clutch.
I'm gonna go obscure.
Okay.
Going obscure.
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 I'm scared.
I'm going Mr. Baseball.
Ah, it's a horrible movie.
That's a good one, actually. That's a
I don't
really
like
good
that
baseball movie.
Never seen it. Don't like it.
I've never seen it. Don't like it. The end.
I love Asian culture.
Yeah, I know.
That's just a great statement. Okay.
That's all I'm going to say
he
about
does-
this show.
I want
Nothing
you to
about the
wear
movie.
a kimono next show.
I
Just
love
nothing
Asian
but a
culture.
kimono.
I love Asian
He really
food.
does. Asian food,
I
everything
studied
about
it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really Frankie.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's a Frankism thing.
There was another one I was hoping you'd pick, but
No,
right.
I went that way because I wanted to go Hart in the last one. And
So
the rookie was my heart.
my last pick,
I cried over that.
I have 2 movies left on my list. I get both of them, but I
not the
only
way-
get to draft one of them.
Yep.
So I have Mr. 3000 on my list,
Can we guess the last one?
and I have 42 on my list.
Okay, I guess we can't guess it.
And so
Yeah,
You didn't-
42.
You didn't have bench warmers on there?
no, I did have basketball.
Basketball would have been an interesting
Basketball
pick.
is a baseball movie, and I'm
You
drafting
would've been-
basketball.
Completely veto.
That's a baseball movie.
Completely veto.
It's a baseball
It's
movie.
got nothing to do with baseball.
It's got everything to do
It's
with
not a
baseball.
baseball
It has a
movie.
basketball.
When's the last time
They
that
shoot a basketball in a basketball.
when's the last time they registered a psych out in
If
baseball?
you run bases,
No.
kickball,
You take a basketball.
Kickball's not baseball.
soccer.
They have no bases.
Do you guys actually watch soccer?
What baseball shoots a basketball? There's no basketballs in baseball.
But it's basketball.
Veto.
Veto.
Are you guys really vetoing my basketball
Yes.
picks?
I'm still upset about my not being vetoed.
Veto.
Caused me to lose the last draft.
Are you guys really going to veto my
Yes,
veto.
basketball
Go pick,
veto.
go pick
Veto.
another movie you've never seen before.
Could that have been a romantic comedy?
No.
There were
Whoa.
strippers in the pool.
Trey and Matt, romance.
Kids show.
Yeah.
Listen, Squints, just go ahead and pick it.
Come on, Squints.
There's nothing wrong with strips in the pool. They used it to heat the water. It strips and then
It used to
strips.
be a family
Give me
show.
another
Yeah.
movie you've never seen before.
Used to be
All right, I'm going to go my next pick
bench warmers.
for the history of it.
Go Benchwarmers. It's you.
February. I'm going to stay where we're at, and I'm going to honor the late great Jackie Robinson. I'm going to go 42 as my 4th pick.
It's not a bad pick.
I hate it.
Don't care.
I
It's
hate
not
the
your
movie.
draft.
I don't like the movie.
Hate it because
I hate it because
inaccuracies.
of the inaccuracies of where they portrayed situations.
All right, so veto that one.
No.
No, it's a baseball movie.
I'm a draft
It's a complete baseball. No. There's no veto.
Mr. 3000.
No. It's done. You
I
picked.
didn't want that one
picked.
anyway.
No, you can't be. Is there any team in the
can't
in the
redo.
history of teams that
You can't redo it.
All right, so I'm going to end with 42.
I
love
dislike
it.
the movie because the
I
way
don't
they
care what you like and don't like.
Can I just give
So
it to
let-
you?
No, you can't. Uninterrupted.
Re-interrupted.
That is my draft.
We're gonna have to pay some fines.
just
Great draft, guys. Appreciate your willingness to participate in my draft. So.
love the movie, hate the historical inaccuracy on the part of the way they portrayed the
Yeah,
Cardinals.
but that's history nowadays.
Movies that were not picked. Like I said, The Scout,
Scout's a great movie.
Rookie of the Year, not picked.
Old Yeller.
Little Big League.
8 Men Out.
8 Men Out was the one I thought. If you would have taken, I
Men
would have
Out?
traded
8 Men
you.
Out?
I'd have
It
traded
was 8
you.
Men
Isn't that
Out
an
of the-
older movie though?
8 Men Out is it's
Classic,
about the old
super
Chicago
history.
Black Sox
Great.
trading scandal.
Yeah,
Banned players that should never been banned.
Yeah, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
that's crazy.
So my last question. Okay, so we have. Should we go ahead and do this for the camera? Let's see.
Hey, yeah, let's
For
go
the
ahead.
people.
Go ahead, Paul. Run it down.
All right, so the
Best baseball movie draft.
Alex, the Podfather Gullet has Major League, Sandlot, A League of Their Own, and 42.
Love
Strong draft
Love it.
considering
It's a
baseball.
good overall draft.
Love it.
Considering you not seen any of those movies.
That's okay. Love it.
Frank, Coach LaFada, has Moneyball, For Love of the Game, The Natural, and Mr. Baseball. Again, a good baseball. This is a deep draft.
It is. It's a lot of movies.
I have Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, The Rookie, and Hardball.
It's over.
Can I say?
I lost.
This is your best draft.
I
It's
think
your best
so.
draft.
This is your best draft.
And here's what I did. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I think you guys, the way you drafted was the LeBron's the greatest player draft because kids today aren't going to know a lot of the movies y'all picked. The Natural, Field of Dreams, those things. Kids today will know what I picked. And so I think
Kids today are going to know Major League and A League of Their Own because they came out, before then. After that, let me tell you, sonny. No, that's
No,
not how this
no.
works
Whatever.
at all. If we're
The
going
League of Their Own.
today,
No kid knows really what League of Their Own is.
No.
No kid.
Nobody.
no kid knows that.
No kid knows that. So you're wrong.
No, I was just- yeah, I was just talking to
No
talk.
parents
I knew
really
that.
let their kid until they get a little bit older that they watch Major League. No kids. 42 is going to be widely popular.
Yeah.
But your basketball pick before it got vetoed. Thank God we vetoed it because you
Well, no.
saved
Basketball
your
was
draft.
a great movie.
You
Nobody
saved your
knows that
draft
either.
by us vetoing that.
No,
we should have left
basketball-
that alone. He would have been dead last.
Basketball would have won the draft for me.
Show winner today.
Let us know who you think wins the baseball movie draft.
Just let everybody know. that it was either myself or Frank. There's no way. But this has been your strongest draft.
Hey, listen, you guys' draft was horrible.
It was Paul.
So I'd like to know one question before we finish from each of you. What was your high school GPA? You can just say a letter grade, A, B, C, or D.
Mine was non-valid.
Okay.
D minus.
So based on that information, non-valid. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go to high school.
That's-
You got the good enough.
What was your middle school GPA?
Oh, I was smart. I was super
Bruh.
smart.
I need a grade.
I don't know.
B, C.
Come on now.
If I wasn't in trouble,
Yes.
it would have been a 4.2.
What was it?
4.0,
Let's
4.2.
be honest.
I don't even know. I never paid
It had
attention.
to have been a D.
So
It wasn't a D. No way.
Bro, you
said
walked
D
out of the
minus
French class.
You
D
said
minus,
D
yes.
minus and D. So based on that information, Alex wins the show. Sorry,
Love
you're
it.
grading.
Thanks for giving me a D,
I'm a
bro.
teacher.
You're welcome, bro.
Thanks for giving me a D, bro.
Deserve it.
Alex, that was the most awkward fist bump ever.
Hey, listen, I didn't want to do it in front of your face. You always complain about the hand clap. We went to the fist bump.
And we started not doing the air one. We
Yeah.
just went all the way and
All the
covered
way.
the
I'm
face.
I'm not sure. I should have just moved.
And so it was
Aside.
awkward, but we were there. Appreciate that.
That was good.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
Listen, that'll do it for us. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify, all that fun stuff,
Man.
all the socials. Remember, regardless of how your NBA team did, whether they crushed it like the Suns and the Lakers, whether they did poorly like the Raptors, or whether they didn't do anything at all, we're always going to be there
Hey,
for
listen, as we get off of here, remember, guys, go Lakers, go Cowboys. 3 for 3.
you. What an idiot. No.
Also,
They're not going to
Shut
let it in
up.
like
No.
also, before we really end, I
No.
edited the videos. LeBron's the GOAT. We're out.
No, we're not doing that. 3 for 3.
What can we say?
You guys suck. 3 for 3. Follow us. That's it. That's the end.